Well, hello again once more to everybody. Thank you so much for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. To all of the new viewers, I truly appreciate you. I think I just picked another subscriber up, so there's always that. And in fact, we did just come back from the dispensary. So I quickly want to throw out here a couple of things, right? Let's talk about emotions. Let's talk about feelings, because clearly, if we don't talk about them, it's a problem, right? So let's talk about them, okay? Which is something that I've said in my private life, in my personal life, and in my public life now since I can remember. So it's not new things coming out of my mouth. These are, in fact, rehashed things that I've continued to advocate for and that I absolutely mean 100% in its authenticity, every single way, in every single manner that I deem to vocalize my feelings about how impactful your attitude is on other people. Now, take that all in. That was an example of how somebody coming off in an aggressive kind of a way throws off aggressive kind of vibes. Now, I'm not a scientist. You hear me? I'm not the brightest tool in the shiny toolbox. You feel me? I've said this before too. But I tell you, attitude is everything. Okay, guys? Seriously, if there's one thing you could ever do to improve your life, it's your freaking attitude. Okay? Let me explain. People pick up on other people's emotions. Now, I didn't write the rules. You know what I mean? I didn't decide one day arbitrarily to make that a rule. I don't think that's a thing. I think part of being a human being is, in fact, understanding, that the vibe you give off is the vibe that's in the room. Point in fact. So, if you're having a bad day, if you're not feeling well, join the freaking club. Not many of us feel 1,000,000% all of the time. Not a million of us, not 1,000,000% of any of us feel, right, like we're just toxic Mr. Positivity all freaking day long, right? That's not how the world works. Attitude is everything. So when you're around people that you care about, especially people that you care about, keep it together. Be better. If you're having a bad day or if you're feeling bad, talk about it. Talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, go somewhere else so that you're not in the physical presence of your own terrible mood. You know what I mean? Because it's toxic. It's toxic to the people around you. So when you're having a bad day and when you're sick, again, have some common sense and take care of yourself. Okay? You cannot be up to par or your best self or anything at all that's positive to feed off of if you're not good up here or if you're not good in here. You know what I mean? So if we know these things, we can communicate these things. And if we choose not to communicate these things, then it's your fault. Because it's not a problem that people have bad days. It's not a problem that people feel bad. Again, I could go on for days about how I have chronic pain in my face from 9 titanium metal alloy plates, or that the swing of the weather absolutely changes how I feel in pain moderation. I could go on for days about misery. Misery freaking loves company, right? That's like a thing. That's like a scientific thing. Okay, so, counter to science, I'm about awareness and advocating for things before they become a problem. So much of my life has been spent trying to prevent problems, trying to advocate for change, and no one's listening. You know what I mean? I'm sure we all feel like this, but I truly take offense to it because I spend such a significant portion of my existence trying to maintain a decent and positive attitude, because I know that if I don't, I know that if I, for just even 5 minutes, turn into Mr. Misery or, Mr. plight and my own sort of sorrow, then that's no good. It's no good for the people around me. It's no good for me. You know what I mean? Like, how can it be good? It's not. So, if you have somebody in your life that you care about and you're feeling a type of way, talk to that person, okay? Or not. But if you choose not to converse about what's going on with you, understand again that it is in your court, it is your fault. Because we must talk about things. It's an absolute must. And the moment you choose not to, it becomes your fault. You know what I mean? Seriously. So again, just like the rest of us, you know, the world is a stage, right? So said Shakespeare. Shakespeare was pretty accurate in that we all put on our acting glasses the moment we walk out of that door, because we all know that our perception is immeasurable, and we all know from our own experiences that if we're having a bad day or if we don't feel good, most likely the people around us are going to be feeling the same type of way. So in that instance, either choose to communicate or choose to exclude yourself, right? I mean, I don't see any other solution as to how to rein in our very, very rudimentary sort of emotional responses to things that are out of our control. Life happens. We all are going to have terrible days. We are all going to have days where we feel bad. I was just locked up in federal custody for hours. My wrists bound and shackled together, you feel me? And even in that trying time, I'm still trying to maintain some kind of semblance of there being anything good in the world. Because I know the option is not only failure, the alternative option is not only failure, but it's the kind of failure that proves we cannot get past our own emotional fallacies. And I don't want to be like that. I don't. I want to, again, talk about difficult things. I want to fix what can be fixed. Most importantly, I want people to have or understand attitude is everything. So keep that in mind. Have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll be back in just a little while with some more videos, all right?